Random Wednesday on a Random Wednesday. When a brand has as its catchphrase the words fun to drive, it makes you just want to get on with driving. So let's get to it. Now we've been here before. This right here is the Chery Tiggo Cross. You'll remember it from a previous episode of Random Wednesday, but this is the elite model. What sets it apart from the one that we saw the last time? Come and take a look at this real quick. Starting off on the inside, we have got electric seats. Added to that, we've got a button on the steering wheel that literally shows you that this car has got adaptive cruise control, both of which were options that didn't exist on the previous episode. Take a look at the top of the vehicle too. You will find that there is a sunroof. It's not panoramic, but it's a sunroof nonetheless. And this also goes a long way towards showing the difference between the two different models. So coming to what you probably will see on the outside that makes it most obvious that you're looking at an elite model, we've got these absolutely gorgeous two-tone 18-inch wheels that come on this vehicle. You'll notice the silver on the top with that gray lining on the inside of each spoke. I mean, this vehicle, absolutely gorgeous. The mirror gives you a couple of other cues of the fact that this is the elite. When you take a look under here, you'll see the camera for your 360-degree view. And then when you come around to the front of the mirror, you will notice that it does have your blind spot detection right there. And those are basically some of your more intricate things that show the difference between the one that we've showed you guys before and this one. But we're not here to come and repeat what it is that we've already done before. We've driven the Tiggo Cross. We know it with its 1.5 liter engine. Today, we're here for this bad boy. This is the Chery Tiggo7 ProMax. And boy, is she gorgeous. Once again, the wheels on it also very, very different to the ones that you find on the standard model. And let me just double check, also 18 inches. I love the red brake calipers in there. Now, your standard Chery Tiggo7 comes with a 1.5 liter engine, but this one comes with a 1.6 liter engine that does duty in the standard Tiggo 8 model. Again, here pushing out 145 kilowatts of power, 290 Newton meters of torque, pushing it through a 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox, making sure that this car can deliver the goods. You look at it outside, very, very striking, especially when you come around to the front. The biggest visual change, apart from the wheels that come on this vehicle, these blue slats that you find in the bumper here at the front. The first time I saw one of these on the road, I thought I was looking at an electric car, owing to the fact that it's got some of those blue lines in there. But that is what shows you that you're taking a look at a Chery Tiggo7 ProMax. And this one is your Elite Plus model that comes with all the bells and whistles, literally. And today we're going to be taking a closer look at this vehicle, taking it out on the road and letting you guys know exactly what it is that you're in for when you purchase one of these. How gorgeous are these headlights? Now, I must say I'm a bit biased to this car because in the Chery range, personally, this is my current favorite. I just feel like it's that Goldilocks model that just hits that sweet spot right on, it hits the nail right on the head. These lights with these crystal reflectors on the inside, absolutely stunning. Make it stand out from your standard base model Chery Tiggo7 Pro. On the top again, we've got these wonderful roof rails, functional because they do have certain mounting points that you do find on them. And then from there, coming around to the back, we've got this wonderful light bar that has become a staple on South African roads. You know it when you see it. And then you've got your letter in there, Tiggo7 ProMax, with the red behind it. That sort of tells you that you're looking at something with a little more heat than your standard model. Looking up also at your rear boot spoiler, right at the top, you've got those blue lines right inside there next to your high level brake light that just set it apart from the standard model. So quite a looker it is. Let's find out how it feels on the inside. Welcome to the interior of the Chery Tiggo7 ProMax. Step inside. So when you get into the interior of this vehicle, you immediately feel at home. One, it's extremely comfortable. Two, everything is really very well thought out. How it's all laid out, how the distance from you to where whatever you need is so perfectly laid out. It's really not funny. It's yeah. Look, I just slid closed the cover for the wireless charging pad, so you can literally have your phone charging and out of sight. It's absolutely amazing. Let's start off with how it is that this interior feels. This interior, it feels very qualitative, right? In the doors, you've got this visibly fake carbon fiber, but interestingly, on the dashboard in front of you, you've also got fake carbon fiber, but it looks a lot more convincing. Around your touch sensitive buttons for your air conditioner controls, your climate controls, you've got this brushed steel finish that carries on down to the center console, around the gear knob and stuff like that. Absolutely gorgeous finish. It really feels premium, and you know me, guys, it just makes me want to touch it. I really do. So it's one of those things. In front of the driver, you've got two displays measuring 12.3 inches each, and they are very, very bright. Interestingly, no cowl over them in order to shade them, but I mean, right now they're literally sitting in direct sunlight and they are looking absolutely amazing. You can see what's written on them very, very clear. The wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connects absolutely seamlessly, and it makes navigating the infotainment system very, very, very easy. You've got this leather, right? Now we know it's not real leather that's being used in these vehicles nowadays, but I gotta tell you, companies like Chery and some of our other competitors to them have perfected the art of making fake leather. I mean, the stuff just feels absolutely amazing, and it is everywhere in this car. It's in the doors, it's on the dashboard, it's on the seat itself, it's on the center console. It's absolutely great. And then they go a step further than that. Right at the top of your shoulder line, you've got this plastic which is stitched but is so soft. I mean, it's hard to find a hard plastic that you would be interacting with when you're driving in this car. The steering wheel also clad in leather with a flat bottom and this nice satin silver insert in it. The buttons on the steering wheel, absolute work of art. You've got buttons that they fall easily to hand, and then from there they're very intuitive. Your volume control, your cruise control, all of those buttons are just, man, they're perfect. You've got this center console that you can open up, and it actually has a light inside it. It also has a vent, an air conditioner vent in it, so it can double up as a fridge. Put your drinks in there, hot day like today, have the aircon blowing, and it'll keep those drinks nice and cool. Speaking of the aircon, very, very good air conditioner. I mean, within 15 seconds of driving this car, it started blowing cold air immediately, and it circulates it through the cabin very well. This car's got an absolutely enormous sunroof. I love it. You know me and sunroofs, guys. I absolutely love the fact that this roof opens all the way back there. Now, obviously, this being a 5-seater family car of its size, you're going to deal with plenty of leg room at the back. So if you're carrying children, carrying adults even, you will have no issues whatsoever with the space that is in the vehicle too. Air conditioner ducts at the back work really well too. They just transport that cool air all the way to the back in the best possible way. Everything in it feels qualitative. You look at the speaker housings that are in the door for the tweeters. They're reminiscent of the speaker housings you find in a Mercedes-Benz with the Burmeister sound system. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're works of art. Speaking of the sound system in this car is a Sony sound system. Now, you know, it does what it's supposed to do as a name brand sound system. It really gets the experience. It takes the experience to a whole nother level as far as your enjoyment of the sound in this car. At the lower volumes, nice and warm. It delivers all of the tones right. The vocals absolutely crystal clear. And then from there, when you wind it up, it still delivers even at those higher volume ranges. Now when you're listening to all these bings and bongs, we literally have what is our adaptive cruise control and our blind spot detector, and as you're driving, it's just picking up on the cars all around. And then right on the driver display, it gives you information showing you where the vehicles are all around you. Not only the ones behind you, it's telling you about the ones in front. It'll show you 3 cars in front of you and the ones behind. It's absolutely stellar. I'm enjoying my driving experience of this car. Now let's come to the engine. 145 kilowatts of power, 290 Newton meters of torque. We know this engine is the same one that does duty in the standard Chery Tiggo7 Pro. And I feel like it's just, it feels good in this one too, but it feels a bit more relaxed in this one. Interestingly, I would expect it to feel just as alive as it does in the 8, but for some reason in this one, it just feels that much more relaxed. It feels almost a little more mature, and that makes it an interesting one, because you'd expect it to give you exactly the same performance that you felt in the 8, but here in the 7, it feels that much more relaxed. It feels like, you know, yeah, look, it still delivers the goods. Make no mistake. When you're outside and this vehicle is accelerating away from you, you can hear it. It's very vocal, which makes you want to sort of push it, you know. But honestly speaking, it's absolutely stellar. There's nothing wrong with this engine and how it is that it delivers the power. It's very strong, it's very punchy. It's just not as punchy as it felt in the Tiggo7. And both of these vehicles that I've driven are brand new cars, so there really shouldn't be any difference in the one over the other. In fact, this one should feel stronger owing to the fact that the vehicle is that much lighter and that much smaller than the 8 would be. So, you know, it takes some getting used to, but you know, if you're thinking of it. But by and large, no, it doesn't give any issues when it comes to how it is that the vehicle performs. Very strong acceleration, and in sport mode, it just sharpens up the responses that much more. You drive the car and you touch the brakes, they're that much more sensitive. You touch the accelerator and it's that much more sensitive. So, you know, it really is one that you enjoy. And oh yeah, it feels strong. It feels very strong. You'd literally be nitpicking when you're talking about the difference in how it is that this vehicle delivers the power to the Tiggo7. But yeah, you know, when you come down to it, the personality of this vehicle, because of what it's trying to do, it's got a bit of a split personality, because you've got when you're driving it in eco mode and you're sort of cruising along, ride is very smooth, suspension very compliant, It just rolls over the bumps so seamlessly. Even with those 18-inch wheels, you don't feel it crashing over bumps or anything like that. It's actually very composed. And that makes it the perfect family vehicle. But as soon as you click it into sport mode, that's where you get that multiple personality coming out, because then it gives you the other side of it. And that other side of it is one that's a little more raucous, that really, really moves, and it just makes you feel like you want to hustle it along. That said, sporty as it does feel, even with these amazingly comfortable bucket seats, you don't have pedal shifters. Now, that's an interesting omission for me, because a lot of these vehicles of the size would come with that manual option that allows you to change gears manually on the car using the pedal shifters. This one doesn't. I'm wondering why Chery maybe didn't go with that option. Maybe it's just something that people aren't using all that often. So, they then chose to just delete it altogether. Hey, whichever way it is, this works. You don't feel that you're missing anything just because you're not manually changing the gears. And if you really want to be manually changing gears, this isn't the car to be doing that in. There are vehicles that are made for that kind of thing. So it's one of those things. But yeah, by and large, it feels absolutely stellar. The seats are very comfortable. The space, the glass house, the view out, very, very generous. The mirrors are a good size. The 360-degree camera is so high definition. It's absolutely stellar. And every time you slow down to a certain speed, you hit your indicator, it shows you where you're about to go on the corner. It just lets you know if there's anything in your way. Are you turning too close to the curb? That kind of thing. It does that so well. And without fail, every time it does it, you remember that, all right, this is what you're dealing with, So yeah, absolutely brilliant car. The electric boot, I mean, man, the level of convenience that you find in a vehicle at this price range, man, Chery definitely knows what they're doing right now. So, if it's something that you have been looking at, if it's something that you have been considering, it's worth checking out. It really is. It's not a bad buy. It's got everything that you would need. To me, this is the Goldilocks, like I say, not too hot, not too cold, not too hard, not too soft. It really is the sweet spot in the Chery lineup. Not to say I don't enjoy some of the other cars. I absolutely love my drive in the Tiggo Cross, and even with the Tiggo 8, absolutely stellar vehicle. But this is really where it's at. This is the proper sweet spot in the range, and one that if you are looking for something within this price range, you should definitely not discount. Really, really brilliant car to drive. Chery Tiggo7, you beauty. Man, oh man. This is something else. What a vehicle, what a drive. Guys, that was a hell of a lot of fun. Our test of the Chery Tiggo7 ProMax has just come to an end, and I am just in awe of this vehicle. Apart from the fact that I've personally got a sweet spot for it, this car is absolutely amazing. And I just noticed this pearlescent finish in the white paint. Very happy with it. Only gripe I've got is with the Bluetooth connectivity to the Android Auto. It just kept disconnecting, 3 seconds later reconnecting. I don't know what that's all about, but it might just be a fault with this particular model. I'm not sure. I'm not saying it's a bad car in any way, because there really is nothing I can point to in this vehicle that says that it's a bad car. But anyway, this is what we do here on our channel, and if it's your first time bumping into us, please, by all means, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and just give us a like, and maybe even share this channel with some people that you might know. My name, not important. What's important is what we do here. This is Random Wednesday. Let's get it.
Now let's take a look at some quick specs. For more information, please contact the numbers on screen.